How did the Secret Service allow a young man to get so close to former President Trump that it nearly cost him his life? Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking details behind this unprecedented security breach. In a series of astonishing events, a young man managed to climb onto a roof and come dangerously close to former President Donald Trump during a rally. This incident has raised serious questions about the Secret Service's competence and their ability to protect high-profile figures. Today, we delve into the details, showcasing why this incident was a massive failure on their part and what should be done to prevent such negligence in the future.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there.
There were early warnings to police. A Secret Service sniper team abruptly changing position. A sudden panic. And then,
take a look what happened.
Multiple gunshots fired at the former president. A bullet passing right by his head. One person was killed, 2 more were injured. How could such a brazen assault occur at a rally protected by the Secret Service and several other law enforcement agencies? To piece together what happened second by second, the New York Times reviewed dozens of videos and photos and examined audio from the rally. Our analysis shows how a clear threat emerged minutes before the shooting.
Right here, right on the roof!
And how law enforcement failed to protect the former president.
Take a look what happened.
And those who came to see him.
Someone is shooting at the Trump rally.
Thousands are attending.
The shocking footage shows the young man climbing onto a roof just minutes before opening fire at the rally. Audience members saw the youth and called out to security, yet their warnings went unheeded. This negligence could have resulted in the death of a former president. How did this youth manage to get so close? Why wasn't there a sniper on that roof? It's common protocol for the Secret Service to have all vantage points secured, especially during a high-risk event. The building where the gunman climbed was being used as a staging area for law enforcement, yet he scaled the wall with ease, remaining unnoticed until it was almost too late.
As you know, there was a grandstand, a very large area, a lot of people there when this all unfolded. The former president had come out and begun to speak shortly after 6 o'clock this evening, and within about 10 to 15 minutes, a number of sounds were heard, and it became apparent that shots were being fired in that direction. It was a chaotic scene. Law enforcement, I believe, acted heroically, quickly identifying and neutralizing the threat, as well as responding to assist the various victims. PSP had a significant presence on the scene along with all of our federal partners at the time of the shooting. We have since enhanced that presence significantly, bringing in resources from all over the Commonwealth to ensure
deputies under my control did their job and went above and beyond after the shooting stopped and the chaos began.
Even more alarming is what happened after the shooting. Why did the Secret Service allow Mr. Trump to stand up with blood streaking down his face? This action not only endangered Trump further, but also displayed a lack of basic tactical awareness. Do they not know that he could still be a target? Did you see how close the gunman got? It's unbelievable that such an oversight occurred. Now, let's hear from the head of the Secret Service about what went wrong.
What was your reaction when you saw the events unfold on Saturday?
Shock, and then concern, obviously, for the former president. This is an event that should have never happened.
Who is most responsible for this happening?
What I would say is that the Secret Service is responsible for the protection of the former president.
So the buck stops with you?
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service. It was unacceptable, and it's something that shouldn't happen again.
The President and Homeland Security Secretary said today they had 100% confidence in you, but there are some members of Congress calling on you to resign.
I appreciate the Secretary's comments, and we're going to continue to be transparent and communicate with people.
You plan to stay on, absolutely?
I do plan to stay on.
These actions suggest amateurish behavior from an agency that prides itself on elite protection. The failure to respond appropriately warrants immediate investigation and potential firings. The public's trust in the Secret Service is at stake, and they need to act swiftly to restore confidence. In her interview, Director Kim Cheel admitted that the Secret Service is responsible for the protection of the former president and acknowledged the failure. Despite calls for her resignation, she plans to stay on and has already started making changes, such as expanding tactical or SWAT support for former President Trump. But is that enough? Lawmakers are demanding answers and immediate actions to ensure this never happens again. The sequence of events during the assassination attempt, from the gunman's approach to the failure of immediate protective measures, highlights significant lapses in security protocols. This negligence is unacceptable and calls for a thorough review and overhaul of current practices. Will these new measures be enough to prevent another potential disaster? The Secret Service's credibility is on the line, and only time will tell if these changes will be effective. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on the latest news and deep dives. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the Secret Service can bounce back from this? Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. Join us next time as we continue to investigate the security measures in place for our nation's leaders. Until then, stay informed and stay safe.